Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to Wheel of Games. We're playing more Phantom Brigade. Last time we got a whole bunch of new stuff. Let's just jump straight in. But we completely remodeled all of our... well, not all of them, but many of our mechs. Went through the inventory, got rid of all the old stuff that we had sitting around. So we still have our railgun attached to Joker. That was an awesome new thing, but we've created some bits and pieces. Zaz now has slightly different armor bits, but let's see. We left the same machine gun on him, but we gave the new one to Tiburon because I really wasn't liking that cannon we had last time. It was very underwhelming. I can see why the Imperial forces use that one. So, now he's got shield machine gun, and he has extraordinarily good heat dissipation mechanics, so this thing can be shooting pretty much constantly. So that's going to be nice. Let's see, Halo, we just adjusted some of the armor pieces around a little bit, and we gave that new Vulcan cannon to Knight. I was also a little bit disappointed in that beam weapon. It had very high damage when you could, keep it focused on the enemy for the full round. But if I'm going to focus on the enemy for the full round, let's just use a ridiculously strong Vulcan cannon on it. So, we swapped over to that. No more shield here. And we moved a few pieces around so that we should be a lot more energy efficient now. Hopefully, that vent... let's see, I moved it to an arm. Yeah, hopefully that vent will actually work in the future. But there we go. And what else? Yes, I used all those supplies we've been building up, and I finally got a couple of upgrades. So I got the assembly upgrades, which do have some build speed improvements, but most importantly, the advanced assembly unlocks uncommon equipment, and the experimental one allows you to build rare equipment in the workshop. So now, if we try to build something, we can actually select the higher tiers and just try to build the really good stuff. Because it really doesn't make much sense to try for the regular rarities. So we're just going to be going straight for these once we have supplies. Also be nice if we had some better options here, but still, we can try for a few things. Okay. So if we jump back into the world map, when I look down at our pilot list, we actually did lose our pilot for Hudson. We saw the ejection going on, but it looks like they didn't make it. So we do need to retreat and go get a new pilot. So we just need to go back, resupply. Hopefully we can come back in time to help with this battle site. But let's just go into overdrive. Get out of there. Oh, wait. Crashed pilot pod. I don't think I've seen one of those before. Did we eject and we just have to go get them? Stop so you can deploy a search and rescue? Oh, you're ejected pilots. Okay. I've had so few pilots actually get knocked out of their mechs that I didn't know about this mechanic. So, we do have to sit here for a little bit, but we don't have to go all the way out. And we're spending this time repairing. Hopefully we can still make it to the battle site over there. Close quarter combat unit was sent to intercept us, but we got out of the way. So as soon as we've got our rescue done... No, we're not going to stop the base to watch the skies. All pilots injured if we don't sit here for... well, we need to get to that battle. Sorry, you can try to recover while we're heading over there. Yeah, we're pretty low on that repair gel, but... yeah, we gotta hit into overdrive here. We jump out just before they see us. That's gonna be real close. Overdrive. Just get to the battle. Nope, we did not make it to that battle. Guard loses forces. Ouch. We're actually losing this battle right now. Well, in that case, let's see, simply taking out the close combat unit is not going to actually give us war score here. We have to do those spots as opposed to the outpost. So we are being chased. Let's see, are we moving faster than they are? Oh, that's definitely a chase, and they are definitely gaining on us slightly. Well, I guess we're going to have to reroute, deal with these folks, and then we can continue the big battle. It is going to increase the escalation. This is that primary sort of war score thing, that our difficulty level is boosting as we go, so they're going to be getting stronger as we go. And it's about to get to level 3. So this is definitely going to push us into a higher level, which means that the enemy forces will be stronger. But that's going to happen before we finish this fight anyway. So let's turn around and fight. Yep, still no smoke charges, but we're going to keep doing this fight. Ooh, a lot of them. And this is a base defense, so I think we can assume that these are missiles incoming. We've got these large ones versus these small ones. Interesting. Yeah, threat level 6. I think our average is just under 6. So we have incoming dropships. Is this the same thing again, the same farmland? Because this looks like those 3 really tall buildings. That said, we are fighting in the same province a lot, so it does make sense. We're basically fighting back and forth over this same field. Over and over. Let's see, this is saying, oh yeah, I didn't equip a secondary item, because you have an enormous heavy cannon on you now. Let's get into this. So it said it's a close combat unit. I assume that means we're going to see more shotguns, less sniper rifles. But what is this going to look like? Yep, same farmland with those 3 tall silos again. That looks like a missile launcher. Well, let's take a look. Yeah, the engine took a hit, so we need to protect the base. Yep. Base has its own health now. So what are we looking at on this? Oh, we've got, looks like 4 over there, 3 back there. None over there yet, but we definitely saw those 5 sort of inverted cones. So I think those are going to be incoming missiles, so we can't just abandon this area to the enemies. We need to keep someone who has... probably someone like Joker, because they can just keep shooting that railgun, and that railgun is pretty good at just taking out individual bits really fast. Okay, so Joker can't go past this area, but everyone else, I mean, this looks like it's primed for a heavy missile strike. But let's see what they've actually got. Ooh, a plasma launcher. I think that's the most advanced weapon that I had seen in any of my previous playthroughs. It works very different from the other stuff we've seen so far. So, in the description, it fires orbs of charged plasma slowly guided to target. Proximity trigger explosions deal concussive damage and build up electrical charge. The electrical charge part is new. Yeah, effective against group targets. So it basically sends out this slow, somewhat guided projectile that does this area of effect explosion when it hits. Kind of like a slow missile. So, something like that. But it is a projectile. So you can see it has a very limited range. Can't hit it all past a certain point, because that's the point at which the plasma ball is going to explode. So it has a very limited... So that'd be a neat thing to get. It is just a regular one, though. I always like those fancy, expensive weapons. Let's just go down the line. What do you have? Okay. So, another nifty machine gun? It all depends on what the modules that it comes with are, because some of those are extremely good and some of those I just don't care about at all, but this may be worth picking up. So, machine gun and rocket launcher. They both have machine gun rocket launchers. And yeah, I can't see the range on that unless... Oh, they're just going to be shooting. Oh, they're shooting at the base from where they are. I mean, you can see the effective range, but the base is such a big target that it doesn't matter so much if they're not precise. We're going to be taking some hits from these jerks. Grr. Okay. So yeah, those two machine gun guys are a pain. And we've got one more machine gun, but he wants to get out from behind his fellows before he starts shooting. Probably a good idea. For them, anyway. So now, the tank's over here. Yeah, shotgun tank, he's going to be driving for a while. An autocannon tank, these things also have pretty limited range. They're more like a burst fire, not like a shotgun, more like a lower range machine gun. Really nasty up close, but otherwise... And then shotguns. So the guys furthest out have the least intimidating weapons. And yeah, those tanks do not have jump jets. They have to go through this little spot. Okay. So I think we've got an idea of the battlefield now. They are definitely getting a concentrated rocket barrage right here-ish. But it won't get there until after they've had some time to shoot already. Unfortunate. But yeah, we're finally going to take some hits. But at least we know the base can handle a fair amount. What, almost 7,000? And these, our mechs have less than 1,000 each, so it can last a good bit. Okay, time to set up our first plan. Okay, first round here is going to be all about positioning. So, as you can see, Joker's heading off to the right to interdict some missiles. We've got some missiles going up from Halo there, and the rest of us are just getting in position to start taking shots. And our sniper, we're going to be taking one shot, then moving up a little bit. And our machine guns, that's a little bit tough because they have machine guns too. Ho ho ho. So we have a bit of a issue with like range essentially. We'll be just out of range of each other. So our machine guns are going to be ready to take these guys out as they get closer. And we may rely on the long-range missiles and snipers for these fellows, as well as our heavy machine gun. At the end of this turn should be just in... They should be in range of our heavy guy, but we'll be out of range of them. So we'll win that trade-off going forward, but for this first turn, it's all about positioning, and we're going to find out how much damage they do. Zoom zoom. Not a ton, but it is hurting us. One nice shot at center mass, but it didn't kill him. Ooh. Well, there's some plasma. We should be well out of range of that. Yep, here come the missiles. Okay. So let's watch the replay for these plasma bolts coming out. Yeah, shot number 1, shot number 2. The second one seems to have been made up of 2. But those things should detonate before they hit us, because there is a max range on those things. And... what, he's not shooting at all this turn? No, their plasma guy's just sitting there. Maybe he doesn't have thrusters or something. Can we actually see the thrusters on their back? I'm not really sure. Yeah, I can't tell what are the thrusters and what are not the thrusters. But yeah, that tank is he's going for the long way around. And it seems like, yeah, one of them's going forward. The other ones are just relying on their missile launchers. Well, I've already got missiles coming at them. So, where's... At least these missiles are only coming in one at a time, but he's not going to be getting into relevant range. Suppose I'll have to move Joker up, and let's see how the rest of this plan works out. So, time to plan for our next turn. Our plan for this second round... Well, we're going to rely on these missiles a little bit, see how much damage they do. They might take out 1 or 2 of these guys for us. But we're also going to use our big Vulcan cannon for the first time. And based on the way this thing looks like, we should be able to get underneath that without taking enormous damage. But it all depends on how much I can trust this to be accurate, because the blue line isn't broken. This thing has the lowest scatter possible for this style of weapon. 1 to 5, that's very, very low. If we look at something like this, okay, that's a railgun and a handgun, so still very low for a super heavy Vulcan cannon. So I'm hoping that I can just get some concentrated fire first on him, then swap over and start shooting the next one. And he should be able to simply eliminate whatever's in the way there. And we've also got another batch of missiles going out that's also going to hit around this area. And we're going to make use of the mines that we have attached as our secondary to our sniper fellow here. And we're just going to be putting mines out in front of these enemies. That should do some nasty damage. Tanks, this guy, going to have a bad time. And for this missile, well, Joker's so extremely heat dissipation expert now that he can pretty much fly while barely generating any heat. So he can take some shots and then also take some shots. And our Tiburon is simply going to make sure we get that missile done and out of the way. So let's see how all of this works. I think we'll watch it from this angle so we can see all the important stuff going on here. And I still think those plasma balls are going to explode before they get to our base, but gotta get a little bit lucky on that. Ah, the vents aren't working again. No! Ah. Seriously. I had him venting the entire turn. It didn't show any damage. Okay, whatever vent is attached to this guy is simply bugged. Because that is nonsense. And oh yeah, I can't start venting while you're already on fire? Well, you are already on fire, I suppose. But yeah, he lost his sniper rifle here. Great. Great job, you. I just have to wait for you to not be on fire, and we'll see what, if anything, we can do after that. But that stinks. His vent works. This guy's vent is not working. And that is driving me crazy. It also distracted me from how our missile dodging was going, though judging by these funny trajectories, not too badly, because their missiles are going all over the place. I gotta watch that again, so I can see how this guy's doing. Did you take any damage? No, you got under it. Good job. And yeah, those missiles are having a tough time catching up to him. Not too bad. And do we take out 1 or 2 of them with this? Because yeah, that's the ultra heavy gun just wailing on him. Then the missile finishes him off. But what hit? Okay. Well, he did definitely take some serious damage. And we're set up to start shooting at the other one. How's this tank doing? Click on him. Nope, we only just started firing at him. How about those mines we set down? Did any of them work? Nope, because he didn't drive close enough to set them off yet. Yep, there's the mines arriving, and he's driving right by him. Good job. At least that missile definitely exploded. Ah, next one's coming in from the far side. Gonna have to send Joker back to deal with that. Cool. So aside from that broken vent, I just don't know what's up with it. Whether it's Hudson or something else. But I think I'll just scrap the vent that's attached to him. And I don't know why his vents don't work. His vents are doing fine. Yeah. Okay. So, time to plan for our next phase. Oh, he's already crashing. Yeah, those missiles are going to finish him off, that's for sure. And we flanked them, but there's not going to be much left over on this side for them to flank. Cool, and we did see the plasma burst dissipate right about here, so yeah, that's that maximum range. It cannot hit, no matter what the accuracy is past that range. Okay, time for our next batch of planning. So on the planning for this next phase, our heavy machine gun fellow is kind of trapped into what they were doing thanks to that attack we started last turn. Because now this front machine gunner can simply come up and start shooting at us. So we're going to risk some overheating to dash out of the way shortly after the attack starts. At least that machine gun tank from across the way, we're out of its effective range, so we'll take a little bit of damage, but this guy is at prime spot for shooting at us. That's a bit of a problem. We'll take a second or so of attacks before we can start dashing out of the way, and that's worth some overheat damage. But our own machine gunner is going to come in from the side, flank him, should absolutely really wreck that one's day. Still hoping the missiles are going to take this one out. Just letting our heavy machine gun continue firing at that tank. Really, with the bulk of the bullets. The bullets are just starting to reach him now. But it should wreck his day. So he should be out of the way. Maybe he'll finally set off those mines we already set. But it looks like I misplaced them slightly because they went a little bit more to the side than I expected. So I definitely have to put them directly into their paths from now on. And up here on top, we're also going to be juggling our positions around a little bit. Joker is simply running off and running off to take care of this missile. It's going to have a little bit of overheat left over from the previous turn where I guess overestimated, but I couldn't see what the overheat was going to be like on the next turn thanks to the carryover. So he's going to take a little bit of overheat damage as well. And our last machine gunner, thanks to everyone focusing on the others or shooting in the rocks in front of them, we're going to be able to jump into that gap and just take some heavy machine gun fire against those tanks while they're wasting their shots at the people who are not going to be around anymore. So, time to execute, and let's see how this goes. Let's start watching from over here. This is the main thing I'm worried about, and we'll see those rockets hit. Let's put it on actual slow-mo. Wait! Oh, he's shooting off into the air. Yeah, you can see those bullets are really having an impact on this guy. So at the very least, he'll crash as soon as that right side goes down. And be unable to shoot anymore. Yep. Okay, his bullets stopped. His are hitting us, though. But we're hurting him more than he's hurting us. Not too bad. Yeah, our machine gunner's hitting over there, too. And now, here comes the dash. Come on. Dash out of the way. There we go. So he shouldn't hit us anymore. And as he turns, we're going to start hitting him in the back. Back up to half speed. Oof. Oh yeah, took out his arm. But he still has the secondary weapon, so he's not going to eject yet. Okay. And is that the first guy still just coming back down? I didn't see him going up, but yeah, yeah, that guy from the first turn hasn't reached the ground again yet. Ah, nice. But yeah, our rockets did manage to take out that second guy. Okay, good. This guy no longer has his machine gun, so he's in a bad spot. How are the tanks doing? That guy's pretty much intact. This one's... Okay, good. He's getting ready to eject, so that tank's out of the fight. This one is getting hurt a whole bunch. Oh, he's also going to walk over the tank that's trying to eject, so he'll probably crash there. It depends. Oh, he's heavy? Okay, he's too heavy. He'll just walk over and destroy his own tank. Friendly fire there. And did we get... looks like we did get that missile, so we got one more coming in. Ooh. Is that a new missile? Or just extra explosions from... Yeah, that's probably just the previous shot still going out. So yeah, Joker's doing a good job at taking out those missiles. And yeah, that overheat damage really is nasty. In fact, I think we took and will take more damage from the overheating than we would from the bullets. So, good thing to keep in mind. Overheat is really nasty. Hudson sure knows this. Ah. Oh. Crashing, but not dead. So yeah, he's going to have no ability to move or act at this point. Oh yeah, doesn't even have any arms. Great. Maybe I should simply have him eject. But at least he's not taking any further damage, so we shouldn't lose a pilot or anything like that. And these missiles were targeted for this middle area. We have to remember to stay out of that. Still tickles me that we've got part of a mech still flying through the air. Okay, well, time to plan for our next phase. Okay, here we go. Joker, intercepting missile. Our heavy machine gun is simply going to cool off a little bit more. We're dealing with the crash. I'm trying not to do the eject, because then we have to go pick them up again. And we're simply going to be doing as much damage, also just bringing up that shield. So really, he's just dodging until this guy gets hit by those missiles. And again, we're just going to do as much machine gun damage as we can from Tiburon over here. See if we can finish him off. And we're going to be taking advantage of those vents and just launch missiles at this tank. Should hit him by the end. And you can see that our heat is getting back down. So when we get into the next turn, we won't be overheating at the start, because vents do not cross turns. So that's a good summary of what the plan is. Let's go. I think with this much going on, just switching it all the way into slow motion is the only way to see. Yeah, we still got some bullets coming in on him. Up it a little bit. Now put on the shield. Okay, he's still okay. His missiles are pretty underwhelming against that shotgun tank. Gotta say. This guy's still falling to Earth, or is that a different one? Yeah, he's been in the air for this entire mission. I mean, it's 5-second increments, so 20 seconds or so? But yeah, we did not finish this guy off, or that tank like I'd hoped. This tank, definitely gone. And this guy's taken a lot of damage. Boy, he's not out yet. Okay. So yeah, why can't your missiles track? Because there's the little one, goes into the little burst. And all those missiles are supposed to be aiming for this guy. So I don't know where those missiles are going. Oh, our big blast. We managed to get out of the way in time. Ah, you lucky tank. Yeah, I'll bet between turns they know where the damage is incoming, so they knew to just run. Okay. We've got our next missile coming in. Oh, it'd be nice if... I might divert Joker over just to finish off this tank, and then deal with the missiles. Because really, he's so much more effective in the fight than some of these other fellows have been. And oof. Yeah, it looks like he's taken a lot of damage, but really it's mostly going into that shield, so we're doing okay. If I can hide behind this wall, then that thing won't be able to hit me, and maybe I can shoot at him again. Okay, time to get into our next plan. Lots of explosions going on, but really we've only got 3 people actually doing things. Decided we're going to have Hudson eject just so we don't have any more fire coming in, because this shotgun tank really wants to get up close and actually take some shots. So once we've ejected, then the robot should just basically kneel down to the ground and sort of slump over, and I'm hoping, being behind that little rock and with the hill in the way, that the shotgun tank is just going to shoot right over it. Because other than that, it's just unable to act right now. Halo here, still working on some vent issues, so really just going to move forward just a little bit, and our heavy machine gun basically going to swap duties with Joker, and it's just going to make sure that missile doesn't go anywhere while Joker takes out that shotgun tank, we hope. And up here in the front, our machine gun duo are going to place them back and forth. We should be out of the range of this pesky machine gun turret, so we're going to take some hits, but it shouldn't be very effective. Meanwhile, we're going to hit this fellow as he goes after Tiburon, and then as the next guy comes up, we'll switch over to him, and we'll get some really nasty attacks in on them. And since all mechs are right-handed, apparently, with their primary weapons, we can make sure that we're just hitting straight into the core, and hopefully disarming this shotgun guy. So he'll have to either eject or, I don't know. Meanwhile, Tiburon, just going to make sure he's shielding while the attacks are coming in. Also get some attack off, and after this we should really just have this last pesky tank. I'd have Halo shoot at him, but even the missiles have a maximum range, so I've got to move in, and yeah, he's so slow with that heat dissipation that I have to let it pretty much fully go down before we can even think about dashing forward. And that builds up the heat pretty quickly as well. Yeah, he's so slow that he moves that slow. Okay, so adjusted slightly. Let's watch this one go. Yeah, he pretty much missed. Now how's he doing? Okay, he's going down. And go to slow-mo. We should take him out pretty fast too. Okay, good. We got his legs, so at the very least he's crashing. And he's not hitting us much at all. Okay, those two are down. Yep, we got the missile. So there's only one enemy left here. And I suppose remaining incoming missiles. So what are you doing? Oh, you're crashing. Oh, you still have a missile launcher, so you're going to get back up and try shooting again. Which one are you? This was the last one we knocked down, so just a couple bullets will finish him off. We've got this one tank that it spent its whole turn shooting and barely did any damage to us, so we can finish him off without too much trouble. Okay, one last planning phase. Alright, before we plan, let's watch what happened with the Yep, there goes the pod, and now, yep, he just falls down as though he was destroyed. Yeah, and we would have taken more shotguns before Joker managed to end him, so yeah, it's a good thing we had him sit down, or he would have taken more than a single point of damage. Although it looks like he was hitting a couple of times there. Okay. Maybe that saved him from taking the extra damage past that point. I know we've managed to damage ejected units before. Okay, now back to planning. Okay, one last tank. We're going to finish this guy off with the machine gunner who was already messing him up the first time. Swapping Joker back over to this side because this missile's way out of the way, and the heavy machine gunner has a real trouble turning to track that thing from the angle he's at. So we're going to swap him over, and if we need any more turns, we're just going to take this thing straight out. So Joker's got the missile. We're also going to jump in from the side and just machine gun that tank down. And if all else fails, a couple of missiles coming in from Halo at the extreme long range. Let's go. Still crashing? Now he's gone. See in the distance? Missile? Missile down? Tank down. Okay. Unless they force us to shoot down that last missile, we should be good. Or any more missiles. They took out all of our units, deploying reserves. Okay, they're going to make this keep pushing through. They're going to make us shoot down that last missile. Okay, so who's coming in? We've got an assault rifle shield. Oh, they're coming in right next to the base and immediately running into each other. This is not their crack squad. So this guy's light. The other guy is heavy. Ooh, railgun repeater. The heavy guy, who isn't even planning to shoot, should win the fight between the two of them. So we'll have to watch, but the guy on the right is heavier, so he should knock down the lighter guy running straight into him from behind. And the lighter guy was the one who's going to try to shoot at this guy from behind while ignoring the guy right next to him. Not their brightest troops here. Okay, time for another plan. Okay, quick plan here. We're going to ignore that missile for a turn since it's so far out we can deal with it easily next turn. So, the one person they're attacking is just going to hide behind that, and everyone else is going to lay into them with concentrated firepower. So they're going to have a real bad time once they finally land. There we go. Now we get into the slow motion. Oh, dipped into the ground, did you? Okay, they're back. Okay, go back up a little bit, and now the shots should start coming in. Okay, let's see. I'm going between half and slow motion here, but there's an order of magnitude between those two settings. So yeah, how are you doing? You've got a bunch of barriers on you. That's the light guy. There's the heavy guy. Oh, he's got a backpack of missiles. Interesting. So those two bunk. Crashing. Yeah, that's a lot of fire. Also missiles. I think I'm about to finish the legs off on the heavy one. Oof. Yeah. At this speed, you can see the difference in the rate of fire pretty heavily. Oh no, they're both crashing. Oof, they are crashing and also exploding. Yeah, they're not in great shape. This one has lost his only ability to shoot, and this one still has his gun arm. Hard to even see them through all these explosions. But the one on the left is still... Oh wait, it's the one on the right. The one on the right is still armed. So we just need to focus in on him for the rest of our shots. Oh yeah, and also time to take out that missile, so Joker's gonna be distracted. One last plan, and then this mission should be over. No new missiles? Good, just this last one. Okay, Joker's on missile interception again. We're going to keep shooting at the guy who still has a gun. I'm going to let the other guy run and see what he's planning on doing. We're able to extract. Hurry up and extract before reinforcements come in. Oh, nope, victory. He should have been ejecting next turn, so we should have gotten some free cheap salvage, but that's going to do it for this mission. Hey, some extra resources. And yeah, that's our own Hudson who got wrecked again, taking up most of our salvage budget again. But we'll take a look through, see if there's anything really useful in our enemies. Ooh, a supercharged accelerator railgun repeater? It's lower level, but those are some nice things to have. That might be better than the one we've got. But, yeah. Grab our salvage, and then we'll go. Grabbing this heavy torso, specifically for the capacitors are great. It just boosts your overheat threshold. So it takes longer to get up to that point where you start catching fire. And also, the hot rod reactor is my absolute favorite, because I just like to keep shooting, and this one has the highest heat dissipation in the game. So yeah, we're going to be taking some pieces off of that, even if we're not using the torso itself. Gotta watch those adjustments. Okay. Let's see, we were in overdrive. So we still aren't going to get to the... We aren't going to get to the boss fight in this episode, but maybe we can do one more battle if I can try to make it go a little bit faster. Ooh, a city. Well, we're going to go until... Boy, I might actually run out of liquid fix here before we even get to the battle. Interesting. What was that? I think that was maybe telling us. Oh, right, we have to go get our pilot. Oh, so 98 and 96%. We can go into a battle with that, but oh, great. The rain outside. We're stuck. Suit up. Give us a hand. Oh wait, we can deal with the roads, but there's a tractor that's stuck. Oh boy. This is the kind of thing that if you don't do it, yeah, see, hope goes down. But what is hope? Have we introduced hope as a mechanic yet? Okay, so yeah, we had to spend some time helping. We're still out of liquid fix, so we're not getting anything for this time we're spending, though. So we're going to have to go back to a resupply after this next battle regardless. So now we've increased hope, and it's still at 0? Oh, hope has increased to 1. Great, what does hope do? Have you introduced hope as a concept yet? I'm not sure they have. Okay, we have to get our crashed pod, or we're going to be down to 5 in the next one. So probably be good to have some spare pilots. Okay, we'll just overdrive to get there. Rescue the pilot. Takes another 8 hours. Ay, ay, ay. New battle site support reported up there. So now there's a big question of, should we just get to the resupply point now? Because if we do our next battle and we take a bunch of damage, on our way out of the province to get that resupply, we're going to have some trouble here. I mean, either way, we still need to get this pilot. But maybe we should go back resupply now. Or maybe we should do the battle site, because that one is clearly going down fast. Battle site, run out to that resupply point. Nice that we have multiple provinces to go to. Okay. Yeah, we're going to try to help them in this battle site, because the war score, the home guard is dropping visibly quickly. So we might actually lose the fight for this province if we don't kick it up a notch and actually help the home guard out a bit more. This will boost the home guard's strength too, because it's in the same fight. Yeah, and we can see. Oh, select that. So yeah, escalation increase. Sure, a little bit more. It's up to level 3 now. Okay, put in that overdrive again. There's something else out here. There's a couple of something else's out here. Oh, another base and an equipment convoy. Transports parts and subsystems around. You can just, if you're going for components, that's a good thing to attack. But we're heading to that battle site, because that might reverse those 2 numbers up at the top. Let's go. So this battle, Yeah, it's assisted. There should be at least one home guard unit that will get to help us out in this one. But there's a bunch of enemies already here. Yeah, 3 on-site contacts, but each one of those looks like a battle group. So this may be a bigger battle anyway. Let's see. I need to check all of our equipment. I'll be right back after I've done that. Aha! Even though it's a lower level, that new railgun repeater we picked up is significantly better damage, better heat generation by a whole bunch. It even shoots faster than the quick loader. I have a feeling that's related to that supercharge perk. So yeah, this thing is one of the best additions you can have on one of your guns, because it helps out your weapon so much. So yeah, that's sweet, and now we got an extra railgun repeater. One more interesting thing to note is that some of these furnaces, or some of these reactors, like this furnace one, has a thing that says, note, overheating this reactor will set the mech on fire. Not all of them do that, a lot of them just take overheat damage, but in the case of this particular reactor, it has some nice stats, but that one specifically calls that out. Now if we look over at Hudson, does he have that? No. He just has this regular old heat vent and a capacitor and keeps catching fire. So this one is... I am not trusting you anymore. I'll just give you a capacitor, which just straight up increases that overheat threshold. So we're not going to worry about trusting a vent at all anymore for him, because it has wrecked him. We're just going to keep... we're just going to deal with a very high overheat threshold, so hopefully we can fire a bunch and then go hide. Okay. Alright, let's enter this battle. Okay, yeah, this one is... Well, no, we didn't go to the city, we went to the battlefield. Winter? Yeah, definitely a lot of civilians around. So you gotta watch out for that. Yep, the brigade's here, folks. Look sharp, aim true. We're gonna make it out of this. We are here to rescue you. Oh, wow, they've given us 4 extra units here, so we've got 10. You know what? This is already a fairly long episode. That last battle went slowly, and if we're dealing with 10 units versus, like, 20 here, perhaps I should... I either have to let this episode go really long, or start the next episode with this next battle. I don't want to have just one battle in, so I may just cut this one down really short and just try to go fast through it. Okay, gonna try to go fast. Here we go. So first things first, we need to assess the battlefield. So we've got 2 extra tanks. He's got a machine gun. I'm not planning to salvage from my own allies here, so I don't see what exactly it is. We've got a missile launcher, and it's a starburst, not a terrible one. This fellow has a marksman rifle and handgun. Not great weapons, not terrible ones. We can at least use them to distract. And we've got not terrible assault rifle and an SMG. This guy's not too bad. We could use that, like the concussion potential, to maybe knock something out without destroying it. But yeah, this is more what I was looking for from the increased difficulty level, was bigger strategic battles. Alright. So in this first battle group, we've got an autocannon, so a short-range threat. We've got a sniper rifle and shotgun. That's a good balance of short and long range. And notably, he's all barriered up. So he'll recover his health back if you only partially take him down. So that's someone to watch out for. Same with this guy. He's got the cannons, which I've discovered I really don't care for. But they do have decent range, and they can mess you up. Oh, and a beam tank in the back. It's a sun swarm, though, so his range is really low. Just take him out before he gets up close, and you should be fine. Now, this middle battle group is mostly tanks, except for this guy hiding in the tree. Ooh, a heavy weapon, but which one is it? I'm not sure if that's a beam weapon or a heavy machine gun. If we look at this guy, does that tell us? Yeah, that's a beam weapon. It just says it's a heavy weapon, and I can't really tell what it is. until we see like a fire animation on it. And I figured out just by looking at it, that looks like a heavy machine gun. So we definitely have to watch out for that guy. He's a priority target. Now, this big tank, machine gun? Nothing too nasty, but maybe salvage. An assault rifle tank? Nothing too special. Machine gun tank. Not impressive. And another machine gun tank. Okay, so yeah, 3 machine gun tanks, assault rifle. This middle group is definitely a big threat. Got some interesting ones, especially that sniper we gotta watch out for. And now in this back group, there are 5, huh? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14 more. There might be more than I'm seeing here. Is there another one hidden? Or maybe they're coming in later? I'm not sure. Oh, okay, that's 4 is the total. So yeah, it's... Okay, it is a total of 14. So we've got a railgun cannon way in the back. Oof, he's going to be sniping across the whole map. Yeah, 75 accuracy from there? Ouch. Okay. Now, marksman rifle, which is more of a medium-ranged weapon. A missile launcher. Great. What do you have? A shotgun. Okay, he won't be a problem for a long time. And another missile launcher. So we got some missile threats coming in from the back. This is actually a well-designed enemy outfit. A good big threat in the front. We've got some interesting stuff to the side that can surprise us if we take too long with that batch. And we've got a long-range railgun sniper cannon and some missile launchers from extreme range that are going to be a pain to try to dodge all the time. So I'm probably going to spend a lot of time with the recording paused in this planning phase, but hopefully when we come back we can just watch it play out. Okay, how to explain this one? So, basically we're presenting a united front with our home guard friends, and we're splitting up a whole bunch of attacks between the left flank and the right flank. So most notably that sniper person, we're putting our machine gun twins to work to hopefully knock them out. We're also starting with a couple of mines. There we go. And then our sniper's going to take 1 shot. Fortunately, the addition of those capacitors means we pretty much have the entire heat bar to work with as long as we don't hit the exact top of it. But we still can't use the vent stuff now. We're going to send in a massive barrage over into this area. Since they're all going to be stopping at roughly the right spot, we should do a good amount of damage right in there. Other stuff, the home guard units, some of them are sort of swinging around to the right, so we can try to get them to shoot each other in the back as much as we can. And you'll also see that Joker here is going to be bouncing from rooftop to rooftop. Thanks to the cold weather, we've actually got a good bit of extra heat dissipation, so it's costing us almost no heat to do that couple of jumps, and then we're just going to mash into a couple of those front tanks, see if we can take out as many as we can. And meanwhile, we have the ultra heavy just going to dash over. The sniper was actually targeting him. Hopefully that sniper is just going to run into the building. This particular building, oh, I see there's a light on in the attic. Sorry, but that building is going to get totaled during this turn. And let's simply start the simulation. I might have to go into slow motion, at least once the bullets start flying. Okay, here we go. Slow-mo. Oh yeah, sniper's already crashing. That's good for us. Those missiles are coming in. We got him to shoot his friend. Oh, no, he's shooting the rocks. Well, still good for us. He's just outside the effective range, so hopefully his absorbent barrier will take care of that. Alright, we got the sniper straight off the bat. That's good for us, and the others are also heavily damaged already. Oh, so many bullets. Yeah, machine gun tank versus machine gun tank. We're still in pretty good shape. Alright, we got the second tank over there. Their third guy's in pretty rough shape. And the Ultra Heavy has started impacting. Ooh, nice. I'm not sure how much Joker killed those two tanks versus them killing each other, but that worked pretty well. All right. Yeah, the second batch, well, this missile is coming to where those second batch are. Wow, yeah, this guy jump jetted in from the very back to get up just for those missiles to hit. Oof. Oh, did we get the third guy? We got the third guy. The beam tank is still active over there, but yeah, this is going to say a lot of things destroyed. Wait, Hudson lost his right arm? What happened, Hudson? What did you do? How did you lose your right arm? Did someone get a lucky shot in? What happened? Great, you lost your sniper rifle? Yeah, I agree with that facial expression. What happened here? Did you get shot? Oh no! No! Ah, he was too close! Ah, no. That was my fault. I assumed... because that was coming out of the backpacks, but that... oh no, I took out my own sniper's arm. Too much going on. Well, okay, that's oops on that one. But on the plus side, the rest of the battle's going really well so far. 3 of the 4 from the right flank are already down. The front 2 tanks are down. And we got some rockets coming in to deal with them. The heavy is already in some distress thanks to us focusing some shots in on them earlier. And yeah, I want to see how the railgun tank's shot went through. One of you's a railgun tank. There we go. How did your shot go? Yeah, you took this one shot across the map. I want to see what that went through. Boom. Ooh, it went through their own tank. And it still hit us. Wow, yeah, your barrier shield is just about destroyed there. And I think it was all from this shot, because nothing else really hit that shield on his side. Boom. No, not yet. Boom. Yeah, that's the only thing that really hit the shield, because he was spending his time shooting. I was hoping we were going to get out of the way of that shot just by moving, but yeah, one shot from a railgun sniper cannon, pretty nasty. And yeah, they had one guy who just zoom, yeah, just triple jump to get into the battle. Okay. So those rockets are going to mess things up. We need to remember not to get into that. And, oh, that was a terrible mistake. Now he's got a handgun. I did at least give him the secondary weapon, but I guess he's just going to be setting down mines for the rest of this battle. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. Okay. Time for our next phase of planning. Okay, we've got our next round set up. We've got a couple people going over to focus on that last tank over there on the right. And I only just realized now that I have someone shooting another one of my people in the back. Let's adjust that last dash of yours a little bit. Huh? To just not be directly in the other guy's line of fire. There we go. And that's why we double check. We learned that last time. Okay. But on the other side, we have a bunch of people just going around these buildings. They're ultra heavy guys focusing on one of our tanks. So we're going to make him slowly carve through that building right in front of us. We shoot over, they shoot through. So while it will chew up the building something awful, sorry civilians, it always seems to be the buildings with the lights still on too. But we're just going to stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, so that he doesn't get all the way through. Our own ultra-heavy machine gun is going to be dodging some sniper fire of his own as he moves along this hillside to get some nice sightlines on them when they're in the way. And the rest of us are just going to be shooting down at those tanks. Oddly enough, the only one who wants to shoot at Joker here standing on top of this building is that one beam guy on the far side, and that beam doesn't reach him. And he's not even moving, so we're going to be perfectly fine from that. Oof. And yes, railgun guy is shooting at Tiburon again. Yep, this guy. So you can see he's targeting optimal range guy. So we're just trying to set some jump jets so that hopefully he has minimum accuracy while that's going on. Okay, let's execute. Gotta slow-mo this one. Ah, the missiles are starting to hit. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. That tank's still in good shape. This one, not good shape. Crashing, he lost one of his arms. We got more missiles incoming as well from our missile tank home guard friend. Yep, now he's crashing in addition to the arm being lost. Ooh, yeah. Okay, railgun finished him off. Alright, side tank. Oh, here comes that railgun shot. And we dodged. Alright. Good job there. Yeah, that guy's already toast. Their ultra heavy isn't dead yet, but he's in terrible shape. And we didn't actually finish off this tank. At least not yet. Okay, we'll go up to half speed. Yep, now he's in bad shape. He really should be done. Come on, finish him off. Alright. Right flank is down. He's not quite dead. If there's any missiles left, it really ought to finish that ultra heavy guy of theirs off. But also with a gun like that, you need both hands. So he's been disarmed, even if he only has one arm left. So he's going to eject the rest of the way. Let's see. That's the aggressor mech. We got the tank. Oh, looks like we got the other tank too. Someone took a shot that hit. This guy has just reached the battlefield and is very confused. Yep, and we sent some missiles after this guy. We also have a mine coming in at him. But yeah, we've taken out most of the forces. Really, the only ones left are the guys from the far left side, which... yeah, we've got a couple of missile launchers. They're just pinging at us from the far distance. That marksman rifle guy really needs to try to reach us. And this one pesky railgun cannon, who is pretty much taking one shot per turn. Is he still going after? Yeah, he really wants to hurt Tiburon for some reason. Oh, Tiburon. Right. Okay. Next plan. Let's see how many more of them we can knock out this turn. Okay, here we are again. This round's objective, get rid of that railgun tank finally, and see if we can knock that guy out too. And we're all pretty much just moving up, flanking, and taking some shots. Our ultra heavy is also jumping into range to take our first shots at these next guys. Those missile turrets in the back all seem to be going after Halo, who's just trying to very slowly move, jump. And those missiles won't even hit till next turn. So let's half speed it. Alright. He's just ejecting. Oh yeah, missiles got that guy. And he's ejecting. He's toast. Yep. Yeah, they may have slightly nerfed the Ultra Heavy. I mean, it definitely tore this tank up, but in the old days, it would have definitely just left a husk. Oh, their missile managed to go straight through their ally, effectively, without blowing off their arms. Okay. The only things we've got left are this small set of tanks, it looks like. Okay. I want this replay button to get out of the way so I can see. Well, at least it's not going to anymore. Okay. Time for our plans. Gotta finish these guys off. Yeah, one thing to know about Home Guard units when you get them as bonus during the battle, every turn they set up their own instructions, and I always just immediately remove them because I want to micromanage everything. Well, here we go again. I've discovered that the audio was off for a little while, and also Aurora changed the camera on me with her foot from behind the keyboard. She just pushed some keys by stretching over the keyboard. So we're gonna jump in on them. We've got a lot more people just crisscrossing back and forth. Every one of these enemies has a bunch of people shooting at it, and we just have to dodge a handful of missiles coming back. Let's finish this. Ooh, ouch, ouch. He's crashing? I didn't even shoot you yet. Ooh, ouch, 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 ouch. Well, there were 2 tanks in there, but now I just see a crater. How's this one doing? Oh, got him. One of those shots hit. Okay, no targets remain. That's funny, the one with tons more units was over a lot faster. So yeah, we have to recover our own arm and awesome sniper rifle again. Need to recover our own the shield. Another shot managed to take off the shield from Tiburon, but it did its job. So now we can go look at all the rest of this stuff. There's a bunch of very nice guns here. It's got precision, doesn't have supercharge, but this is really good. I mean, Blackbird is just really good armor, especially if you've got, like, improved cooling on it. Oh, man. So yeah, I'll jump through these really fast. Ooh, dispersing. That's really good. Yeah, just lowered heat generation means you can just keep shooting and shooting and shooting. Precision, basically less scatter. So if you're not, specifically if you're not moving. So not as great as a general one. Hey, high-powered shotgun. We haven't gotten one of these in a little while. Maybe we can put someone back on those. Ooh, another shotgun with demolition payload. You can just take the demolition payload off of this gun, and you can put it into the, like the big missile barrage thing, and make it even better at those demolition. A missile launcher slug. Interesting. A heavy, unguided missile. Slow, but highly destructive against units and structures alike, as long as they're not moving. And let's see. Marksman rifle. We haven't seen one of these in a long time. Okay, I'm going to fill up the rest of our budget with other stuff, and then we'll finish this up. Okay, filled out our budget. Got a couple new interesting guns, but now we need to evacuate the province for a little bit, get to our resupply. Interesting. That escort squad came right back. Also notably, it wants us... Oh, yeah, there's mountain right here, that's why. So it wants us to go past this equipment convoy. And also that base. Well, as soon as we get into their detection range, we'll speed up. Uh-oh. I hope that's not an intercept squad. Hawkeye unit, specializing in rapid threat detection. Uh-oh. Ah, nuts. Well, it looks like we've been intercepted here. So we're not going to get straight to that resupply. We're actually going to have to do another fight. I was hoping to end the episode at the resupply, but no. We're not going to make it back there without a fight. Okay. Well, in that case, that's what we're going to come back to in the next episode. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.